Good morning or afternoon, statistics students, and I have a question for you. How do you know if you're normal? Yeah, it's a pretty tough question to answer. What is normal? But you probably need to take a philosophy class to really truly answer this question. Unless you're looking at data, in which, of course, if you're looking at the distribution of quantitative continuous data, then, you could look at a normal probability plot to see if your data is normal. So the purpose of this video is to figure out how we can tell if our data is normal. The first thing we need to do is enter our data, and we enter our data under stats. We're going to edit. Now I already have a bunch of data in list 1 and list 2. And the question we're going to answer is which one of these are normal. So let's take a look by going to second stat plot. And let's edit this. So the first thing we want to do is look at the histogram. The histogram is going to tell us the shape of the graph. Hit second, list 1. So now we're looking at the list 1 of the data. So we'll go up next to zoom, and then 9, and that's zoom stat if you scroll down. We get a good feel for this data. Now, is this data symmetrical? No, so it's not normal. Let's take a look at one other graph that we already know how to draw, a modified box plot. That would be this graph. Once again, zoom 9. Now see that there are outliers, those 2 points. So that means our data is with outliers, which means it's not normal. But there is one more way to figure out if your data is not normal. We're going to go to this last option, a normal probability plot. What we want in a normal probability plot is our data to be approximately linear. So let's take a look at what we see. So we want list 1 and we want our data axis to be x. Once again, zoom 9. And see how clearly curved this is after it starts linear. So the first part of the data is approximately normal, but then it jumps over here and it changes quite a bit. It sort of curves to the right and then goes straight up. So this is bad. Our data in list 1, this data right here, is not normal. Let's take a look at list 2. So to go to second stat plot, we're just going to edit, go back to the histogram, change the X list to L2. Once again, zoom 9. Now this looks approximately symmetrical, but is it symmetrical enough to be normal? That is the question. So then we go to stat plots. We're going to see if there's outliers. So we check the modified box plot for outliers. Zoom 9. Ooh, one outlier over there. That's concerning. Now let's take a look at the normal probability plot. And this is the gold standard to see if our data is approximately normal. Zoom 9. Look at how beautifully approximately linear that is. This is exactly what we want in our data. So the data in list 2 is approximately normal, even though there's that one outlier. But it's just barely an outlier. So the data in list 2, we'll say, is approximately normal because the normal probability plot is approximately linear. And the data in list 1 is not normal because the probability plot was not linear. So that's how you use your calculator to see if data is approximately normal. Good luck to you in the future.